Welcome back to Junkley's Cardio. My name is Max and today I've got an Audi R8 V10 manual, this bad boy here, and this has been in for an Apple CarPlay and Android Auto upgrade. Using one of our favourite head units, which is the Sony. There's many great options for these cars, but the Sony looks nice in this vehicle. It suits the dash, matte finish radio, and the simplistic OS inside there. It just matches quite nicely. So a little look around the vehicle. Here she is. Did just have the factory Audi stereo in there, which we've obviously removed. This car also came spec'd with steering wheel controls, Bang & Olufsen audio system, and it even also had a reverse camera. So the reverse camera is just down here. That's the factory camera on these Audi R8s, and we've kept that working with the new stereo. Let's hop inside the interior, let's crank the ignition on, and this is going to start kicking things into action. Here is our new Sony head unit, the XAVAX6050, installed using the RTA fabrication Audi R8 installation kit. This kit, in our opinion, is the best out there. It's the best fitting, it looks the best. In our opinion, if you want the most professional radio finish in your Audi R8, this is the setup to go for. This RTA fascia looks really nice, bit of like a little trim at the top, and to be honest, it fits better than the other Connects 2 fascia which is out there. It looks just a bit cleaner, in my opinion. It's just an all-round much better product. It is a little bit more expensive, granted, but yeah, if you want the best finish in your R8 with your new radio, definitely upgrade to this fascia. So as you can see, it's already kicked into Apple CarPlay, wirelessly working on the factory screen. Probably know what Apple CarPlay is while you're watching this video, because this stereo or this upgrade is all about getting Apple CarPlay and Android Auto into this vehicle. My phone's in my pocket, doesn't need to connect with any wires. Yes, there's systems which are cheaper with wires that you can plug in, but who wants to get around and faff about with a load of cables? Not me or this customer. Sticking it into reverse, we go to the reverse camera, which is how that looks here. Come out of reverse, and it goes back to the stereo screen. To give you a little bit of a show around the head unit, I'm just going to start from the home page. This is still the home page for Sony. I quite like this look. It's nice and simple, really easy to learn and navigate around, as everything is just displayed very clearly on the screen. Which sources, most of the time when people are going to get in the car, they're just going to go straight for the Apple CarPlay, where you're going to be met with this screen. But maybe you want to listen to DAB radio. We have installed a little DAB antenna in this car. It's over here. Very small antenna. It is what it is. That's the best one that we find for the best reception. Quite commonly, that's just generally where they go. They go on the left hand side of the window. If you didn't care about DAB and you really don't like the look of that, you can just have it not fitted. If you want DAB like we're playing now, you could just stream it through your phone via radio player, Rayo, something like that, BBC Sounds, through Apple CarPlay. But here we are on the radio side of things. You can use our steering wheel controls to adjust the volume up and down, or skip up and down the list that we have here. To search for new stations and save them, you got presets down the side here, which is very nice and easy to read. To search for presets, you tap this top button here, and then it gives you your list of radio stations. That's pretty much what the DAB looks like on the Sony. You do have FM, which is just using the factory FM antenna. Probably not going to be listening to that much more. Bluetooth, it's just really going to be to do with playing music if you didn't have an Apple CarPlay Android Auto phone, which is unlikely. Phone, now we're in Apple CarPlay, it's just going to kickstart us straight to our Apple CarPlay screen. Let's go for Apple CarPlay a little bit. It's aimed at getting you maps, music, messaging, and a much nicer way of using your phone while driving. Obviously, all these icons are very recognizable if you're used to using an iPhone. Pretty much, it's really self-explanatory. If I go onto phone, I'm going to have any of my favorites here that I want to call. I've got my recents, my contacts, keypad if I know the number, or I can hit the voicemail and check that. Music, if you used Apple Music, you'd have it all in here. Apple Maps is one of my preferred uses of navigation personally. I prefer it over Google Maps and Waze. Everyone's got their own opinion, but I find it very easy to use. It does the job. Messages, can't read messages off the screen, but it allows you to respond to them. If I clicked on this little message here, it'll read it out to me if I say yes, and then I can talk back my response. So real nice and easy to send messages while driving. You can send someone a paragraph just using your voice, some bit of date information, settings where you can adjust a couple backgrounds. Google Maps, another great navigation app. I like the satellite map on this particular system. I think it just looks more cool and futuristic. Some people find that a little bit too much information. Other apps that I have are mine, Radio Player, which I use for listening to DAB in my own car, because DAB reception isn't that great through my just factory system. SoundCloud for playing music. Tidal is my preferred music choice. We're big on sound quality. One of the best for sound quality, although other stream platforms are now bring out lossless audio and stuff like that, but that's just what we generally use here. So I've got all my home, I can check my recents, explore different tracks, go through my collection, my playlists, my albums. I won't go into that too much. It's real nice and easy to use and pretty self-explanatory. That's pretty much it. This is the head unit. This is installed using Reese's RTA Fabrication, his fascia kit. This is our favourite fascia for these cars. It does have the best fitting around the top of the radian, around the bottom, and just generally the best finish. This fascia just does have a little bit more of a premium finish to it. I'm going to wrap up this video here. This is an Audi R8, a V10 manual, beautiful spec. I love the colour blue on these cars. It's got the manual gearbox, which is definitely right up my street. If you've got an Audi R8, you want to upgrade it to have a stereo like this, maybe a reverse camera, maybe you want to do an audio upgrade inside it. We've got Paul Wallace's Supercars of London's R8 on our channel, where we've done a big Morel upgrade and custom subwoofer box behind the seats. If you want security packages, we've also do things with those. So any sort of in-car entertainment, do get in contact with us and we can do a system for your vehicle. Thanks for watching this video. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.